What's good, YouTube? Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays for you guys. We'll have a video coming up. Today we're going to talk about, another rookie that I didn't put in my top 10 rookies so far this season in the first 30 plus games. Some caught my eye in Jordan Bell, just like Smith, just like Bam, just like OG. It's those rookies that get drafted on good teams and they not really utilized and they don't really get a chance to prove themselves because they're not on a team that needs them right away. They're not on a team that needs to utilize them at all because they already have their rotation set before they even get drafted. Obviously, Jordan Bell was drafted by Chicago, and he was able to get to Golden State, he has a chance to win a championship in his first year with this Warriors team. Something like we've seen with McCaw. He can play. Had a couple good games in summer league, and then he had some good games. Obviously, starting some games last year, and even getting some quality minutes in the NBA Finals, being a part of that championship team. But his numbers wasn't as good as they would be if he was on a bad team because he don't get as many shots, he don't get as many touches, and they don't really give him that many minutes in Golden State. And with the injuries and the players being out, Jordan Bell has gotten minutes, and he has shown signs of improvement, signs of just being out there benefiting from Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. You also have Klay Thompson that gives you gravity because everybody pay attention to him. He's always coming off a screen. Same with KD and obviously Steph Curry. He had a career high so far that put him on the map a little bit, which was a 20-point, 10 rebound game against the Lakers, where he shot 13 times and scored 69% of them. And he also knocked down his 2 free throws, but he also passed the ball better than he usually does because I used to say the same thing about Rudy Gobert. When he sets the screen, he sets good screens, but when he catches the ball, he doesn't know what to do with it. And Jordan Bell has the same problem. If he's too far away from the basket, he will not even attempt a jump shot. He'll just pass it. He doesn't roll hard enough to the rim unless Draymond Green is pushing the tempo or in the high post or even at the 3-point line because Draymond Green is basically one of the best passing forwards we have ever seen at that power forward position. And he can see the whole court, especially at the top of the key. And that makes the job easier for Jordan Bell because they're paying attention to so much of the big four in Golden State that he can go unnoticed. He can go cut to the basket, roll to the basket, and nobody will even know because they're more focused on stopping the big four. So with that being said, Jordan Bell has benefited because of playing with the Warriors and also playing with other superstar future Hall of Famers. But you also got to put in context that he getting minutes so he can show what he can do. And he's on a rookie contract. They had to pay JaVale. They had to pay Pachulia. He's more athletic, more faster than Pachulia. But Pachulia knows the game a little bit better. I mean, a lot more better because he's been obviously on the starting center on a championship team and he got more playing time. So the experience is there. But he's raw and he has a lot of potential. We seen the same thing with Festus Ezeli. Once Golden State broke up that team to get Kevin Durant, we thought Festus would be kind of like a Marcin Gortat type of player, or even a Omer Asik, where he's a starting center in his league if he gets the minutes. And we found out that Omer Asik is not really a starting center in his league because he went to New Orleans, he went to the Rockets, and he was just an average player at best. And he can't shoot or score, and all he can do is really set hard screens and get some rebounds. And he wasn't even a great rebounder. But Festus was the same. Portland took hey, we need a center, we need a big body. Festus had so many injuries he couldn't even play. They ended up replacing him with Nurkic, who has given them a lot more than Festus ever would have did. And it was good that they was able to get to center in general. But we don't really know how good Jordan Bell can be because he can't post up. He's not the greatest passer. He's not really aggressive. He plays hard, and that's something that's important because that give you a lot of minutes when you're trying to set screens, when you're moving around, when you're always available. And the more he plays, the more he'll see the holes and what he can do and what he can get away from. But I like that he can play with other bigs. Like majority of the new forwards are all perimeter type of forwards. They like to put the ball on the floor. They like to stretch out the floor, and I like that he can play with those guys. even with Kevin Durant, because sometimes he can play power forward and he can play with those guys because he's more of an inside guy. He's going to get the rebounds. He's going to bank. He's going to play with a lot of force. But he does need to continue to add to his game, and I'm not going to be too critical of him because he is a rookie and he just now getting valuable minutes playing in big games because they played the Cavaliers today and they ended up winning that game. But he had an impact where he could have made better plays, but he doesn't really know because he's in the heat of the moment. And one thing I really didn't like about Bell, like I said, is when he gets the ball, he's just so indecisive. Like I said about Brandon Ingram, he gets the ball, he's thinking too much. He's not trying to do too much. He's not really trying to score. He's just passing the ball because he don't want to turn it over. But if you get the ball and you feel like you can make the shot, throw a little floater. You know what I'm saying? You right by the basket. You big, you athletic, you got good leaping ability. Just catch the ball, tap it in. I'm not saying you have to shoot a jump shot right away. I'm not saying you got to turn into David West where you can get the dunks, get the tip ins, and hit mid-range jumpers. If you ain't that confident in your jump shot, I can see that. But the team will be better the more you can do. The more skills and the more versatile you can be, the more harder it is to guard the team. And if all you can do is just catch the ball on alley-oops and dunk, it make you a lot more predictable. And you can obviously see that in his seasons when he has gotten minutes. He only really had double figures in two of those games. One was 11 points and the other one was a 20-point game. And other than that, he hasn't really made a huge impact offensively for the Warriors. Even though they take a lot of attention from him, he doesn't really know what to do. And as long as Steve Kerr is one of the better coaches, he's playing with a lot of talent and a lot of players that done won championships, that went to finals, that became great players over time. They gonna continue to talk, give him confidence, boost him up, and also give him the insight of what he should and what he shouldn't do. Can't be too hard on the guy. He's only 22, playing his first year, but he definitely has to add some confidence in his game because he really seems scared when he has the ball in his hands and it's not an alley-oop, or even when he gets the ball off a rebound, he just so quick to pass it instead of going straight up or trying to get a foul, even though, big men don't like shooting free throws. But if you can get a big center in foul trouble early, that helps your team too. So once he learned how to maneuver, knowing where his teammates at in the pick and roll, and if he continues to roll hard or box out, he's going to make his impact offensively because he has the motor and he's a great effort player. But as of right now, he just inconsistent a little bit. Doesn't have the confidence level right now, and he's still figuring out the game, which he should be as a rookie. So I like Jordan Bell. I think he has potential, but the question I want to ask you guys, if you've seen in the title, looking at this, do you see a little bit more Festus, a guy that's just going to get the rebounds, dunk it in, and not really do much else? Or do you see him more of a Gortat where he can rebound, kind of protect the rim, make little jumpers, make little floaters around the basket, get some putbacks and some tip-ins every once in a while, and average around 10 to 12 points? Or you see him more like an Ashik, a guy that's just going to come in, set hard screens, and, not give you nothing really offensively at all, which he's doing now. But, he's a little bit more quicker, more athletic, and has a higher bounce. And he wants it more than Ashik. But Ashik was a guy that we all thought that he could be a starting center. He went to Houston and really flopped. Then he went to the Pelicans and just his career is basically over at this point. And Jordan Bell, I like the guy. I like this guy, and I like what he does for the team, and I like the way he plays the game. And 1 minute they're gonna have to decide how to build this team in the future because of the contracts, because of the extensions. How are they going to continue to add talent to this team? Are you going to continue to pick up veterans? Are you going to continue to look for people to take pay cuts? Or are you going to draft those late 20s, late second round picks, get a quality player like Kevon Looney, Patrick McCaw in those areas, and just let them develop into a solid rotation player at best? Because you do have Clay, Steph, KD, and Draymond, and you have JaVale, Nick Young, Andre Iguodala, David West. You don't really need a player that's going to be amazing and a superstar. You just need a player that know how to play his role, does what's best for the team, and play hard and try to bring an edge defensively. And I feel like they hit that right with McCaw, and they hit that right on the nail with Jordan Bell getting him. And now you see both of these players playing in these big games, and they're having a small but a sensible, noticeable impact on the game. Whether it's just rebounding or scoring from time to time, or even just making hustle plays, or getting the crowd involved with some alley oops or dunks that can excite and push you and just be motivative. When you get those big plays, it make you go crazy, it make you play harder, it make you start feeling and being one with the crowd. So let me know what you guys think about Jordan Bell. Do you think he's an all-star? Do you think he'll be all NBA first team for the rookies? Do you think he'll be second team for the rookies? Do you think he won't even get there because he ain't gonna get the minutes once JaVale and Zaza come back and get most of the minutes? Or do you think he's just a solid player, rotation player, which they only need anyway? And if he goes to start, he wouldn't even be good enough like Festus ended up being. Or do you think he can just be a solid player in general, like they need him to be in Golden State as of right now, basically a role player? So let me know what you guys think about Jordan Bell. I just want to tell you what I thought, and I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Also, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. And if you're on Twitter, it will click the video link. It'll send you to my YouTube. Like the video on YouTube. Subscribe if you're on Twitter. Also, check out my website. It'll be in the description of my Twitter. And if you're on Facebook, like on Facebook. Check out my website. My YouTube will be pinned on my Facebook page. My website will be pinned on my Facebook page. Click those links. It'll send you to my YouTube, and it'll send you to my Facebook page. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out. And let me know what you guys think about Jordan Bell. And I hope you guys are enjoying your Christmas. And I'll be back tomorrow.